Good morning, it's Sheila from She's a Sassy Lady, and today I'm making a Father's Day card. Very, very simple. All I did, and I want to show you, is I think the hardest part is I wanted the inside of my card to have a sentiment on it, and I made the outside a world, and the inside it just says, Jim, you're the world's greatest dad. This is one of the reasons why I love you so much. Happy Father's Day. But what I did is I ran out, I typed up my sentiment on the computer, and what I did is I took just and ran a circle, and then I printed out on a 6x6, printed it out, or I should say cut it out. I then took my circle, because I noted where it fit exactly on the mat, my corners fit, and I know that I have to stay just within the green line, not on top of the green line, but just within it, so it just touches the edge. And then what I did is I centered it where I wanted it. I wanted it a little bit up, and then I just trimmed it, and then I put it on my mat and recut this. It's that simple. You know, everyone wants to make everything so complex in that. Just make it as simple as possible. I mean, your gypsy is so easy. That's what Gypsy Made Simple is all about. I mean, I could do it the other way, but you know what? I can make, and I can say it's going to fit within this. However, the problem is I can't get my computer to match up exactly what I'm having my gypsy do. So it's easier to just cut out my image, fit it where I want it, trim it, lay it back on the mat, and just cut the silly thing. Okay? That easy. Let's put together this card. What I did is I took my circle, did it out, you know, cut it out, scored it, and I've got ink all over my fingers, so excuse the look of my fingers. And then what I did is I cut out my my different parts, and I inked them. I used the olive ink for around the green, and I used the, what did I use? Dutch blue, close to my heart ink, around the blue where the water was going to be. So now what I'm going to do is just glue it on with my zip dry and talk to you and chat with you at the same time. And hopefully, I want you to, I know most of you made your Father's Day cards, but just link up what you made so we can see all these different Father's Day cards. Do you know what I do? I keep a little book, and if I find a card that I really, really like, I print it out. And then I cut it out and I put it in my little book, kind of like a smash book, except it's just my book for keeping things in it. And I'll share that with you someday. Different cards and things, and what I do is I make a note what I like, because sometimes I don't like the card, but I like something in the card that was done, maybe placement of beads, or maybe the way the twine was done, or something that was done in it, and not just cards but scrapbook pages too. I just there's something, and then what I do is I write a note right next to it what I liked and why I saved it, because I want to give that technique a try, or whatever, something like that. Now, doesn't that look cool? It's just like a puzzle. And I'm going to do it the easy way. Instead of putting it on here, I'm going to put it right on this. Put my little globe together, the world together. Doesn't that look awesome? Fit the pieces in. I mean, it doesn't get much easier than this on a card. And I've got the world's greatest dad at my house. And that's my husband. He was a wonderful father to my children. It just amazed me. Yes, I've got a good dad, so, you know, don't worry about that. I'm not commenting on that. But I honestly think my husband was a better father than any man I know. He really was excellent with my children. And I let him know that I've always been impressed with the way he is with the children. Now they're grown, and he's a great, wonderful grandfather. Suppose I should have put that in the thing too, but I'm not going to. He knows what I mean. Okay, that's the front of the card. Isn't that awesome? Inside doesn't get easier than this. And I can't wait to see your Father's Day cards. Father's Day is tomorrow. And I know you all have some. Oops, oops, oops. Have I got it? Yep, got it right. Press it down. World's Greatest Dad. Last year I made another card for him that was just awesome, and it was hard. It was very hard for me, and it was one of Jeannie's cards. I can't think of Jeannie's last name. She hasn't been making cards lately, but she used to make the most wonderful cards I've ever seen. Let me get this straight. Boy, this one I gotta line up the edges, line up the copy. There we go. Perfect. His Father's Day card is made. That simple. Don't you love it? Now let's see what you do on your Father's Day cards. Can't wait to see. Bye now.